In the heart of the arid Kalahari Desert, there exists an oasis full of life. It seems like a peaceful paradise, but under the water, a fierce battle awaits. When two forces compete for territory, the Okavango will turn into an arena of death. Who will be the true ruler? Okavango clash. Hippos face off against crocodiles in a death battle. In the heart of the arid Kalahari Desert, there is an oasis of life, but it is also a place that hides countless dangers. The Okavango is where the majestic river flows, spreading out like a giant vein, turning the dry land into a lush green paradise. Here, swamps, reed forests and canals intertwine to create a vibrant maze where all species converge. Behind the picture of a cool paradise, the water surface suddenly ripples. Huge bodies emerge, revealing the appearance of Africa's most dangerous animal, the Hippo river horse. Weighing up to 3 tons, hippos are one of the largest semi-aquatic animals on the planet. Their giant heads with mouths that can open up to 150 degrees, revealing long, sharp fangs. Their eyes, ears, and nose are located on top of their heads, allowing them to stay submerged while observing their surroundings. On land, they can run up to 30 km underwater. Their seemingly slow bodies swim and dive with amazing agility. Living in close-knit herds, hippos are extremely ferocious when protecting their territory and young. In the Okavango, no creature dares to underestimate them. However, the Okavango River does not only belong to hippos. Hidden beneath the murky waters, another ruler awaits, the Nile crocodile. With a length of up to 5 meters and the strongest bite in the animal world, they are cold-blooded ambush killers. Without making a fuss, the crocodile quietly approaches the hippo group, its yellow eyes flashing just below the surface. Every ripple, every burst of foam signals an impending storm. And then, a brutal war breaks out. The Okavango is no longer a peaceful oasis, but a place where life and death are decided by each bite, each whitewashed wave. When the mud settles, the surface of the Okavango returns to a temporary state of peace. But here, peace never lasts long. Tomorrow, new confrontations will erupt between the rulers and the weak creatures struggling to survive. However, in the Okavango, violence is not only to assert dominance, but also the key to the most important survival instinct, maintaining the species. In the world of hippos, the right to reproduce is always associated with violence. Adult males constantly challenge each other to gain dominance in the herd. The fight can last for minutes, even hours, with terrible bites, roars echoing throughout the river. The giant mouth opens wide. Half-meter-long fangs can pierce the opponent's flesh. The winner will keep the territory and the right to mate with all the females in the area. The loser often has to retreat, find other river areas, or continue to live alone, waiting for the next opportunity. Each pregnancy cycle of female hippos lasts about 8 months. When the day comes to give birth, they choose shallow and quiet water, giving birth to a baby weighing about 40 kilos. Immediately, the calf must come to the surface to breathe, then immediately nestle next to its mother. During the first weeks, the mother always protects her child closely, because crocodiles, lions, or wildebeest can all become threats. To survive in the world of the Okavango, from the moment of birth, the hippo calf must learn to rely on the protective strength of its mother and the fierce dominance of its father. Hippos have asserted their position as the formidable giants of the Okavango. They are not only symbols of strength, but also important links in the balance of the entire ecosystem. In this dangerous delta, the presence of hippos both sows fear and ensures the continued circulation of life. But the Okavango has never been a one-species affair, and other creatures on land are also preparing for their own journey of survival. On the dry grasslands surrounding the Okavango, a giant silhouette glides in the scorching sun. The African ostrich. Standing up to 2.5 meters tall and weighing nearly 150 kilos, they are the largest birds on the planet. although their wings cannot take them to the sky. Nature has given them long, strong legs. Each stride is up to 5 meters long, reaching speeds of more than 70 km/h, enough to leave most enemies behind. They are not predators, but their menu is extremely rich. From young grass, seeds, fruits to insects and small reptiles. Their sturdy beaks and special stomachs can crush even rocks, helping them survive in the dry grasslands. The large, round eyes, each measuring up to 5 centimeters wide, are the largest in the terrestrial animal world, allowing the ostrich to observe a distance of kilometers, detecting danger very early. At first glance, it looks a bit silly, but a kick from an adult ostrich can take down a lion. The breeding season usually takes place when the rain comes. The male shows off with a strange dance, spreading his wings, swaying his body, and emitting calls that echo across the steppe. If accepted, the female and the male will dig a simple sand hole to make a nest, which can hold up to 20 eggs, each weighing nearly 1.5 kilos, the largest in the animal world. The incubation is divided into shifts. During the day, the female with gray feathers blends with the dry grass. At night, the male with jet black feathers hides in the dark. After 6 weeks, the young ostriches are born, immediately able to stand and run with the flock, a wonderful evolutionary gift that helps them increase their chances of survival. However, danger is always lurking. Lions, hyenas, leopards, and even wild boars prey on eggs and young, reducing the survival rate in the first year to only about 15%. But if they survive that stage, ostriches grow rapidly, and when they reach adulthood, very few enemies dare to risk facing the fatal kick from their steel legs. On the Okavango grasslands, ostriches are proof that survival does not only come from fangs or venom, but sometimes it is speed. Vigilance and parental instinct that has helped a species steadfastly survive through millions of years of evolution. If the ground belongs to those who rule with speed and strength, then in the Okavango sky, another ruler calls out loudly. From high above, wings spread wide, sharp eyes looking down at the water. It is the African fish eagle, lord of the sky and the vast swamps here. In the vast sky of the Okavango, with a wingspan of more than 2 meters, the white feathers on the head and chest stand out against the dark brown background. They are considered a symbol of majesty and freedom, to the point of becoming the national bird of many African countries. Their sharp yellow eyes allow them to detect a fish just dozens of meters above the water. Fish make up more than half of their food ration, but when hungry, they are also ready to hunt waterfowl, turtles, and even steal prey from other species. Fish eagles usually live in pairs for life. On the tops of tall trees, they build giant nests from dry branches, which can be used and repaired for many years. On a high branch of a tree on the edge of the Okavango swamp, a majestic figure quietly observes the water surface. The African fish eagle is motionless, its bright yellow eyes locked on the slightest movements under the rippling waves. A large carp has just emerged, its silver scales sparkling in the sunlight. In an instant, the fish eagle swooped down. In just a split second, the water surface broke, its sharp, curved claws digging deep into the fish's body. The eagle took off strongly, flying while tightening its claws, carrying its precious feast back to its nest. Amidst the murmuring waves of the Okavango, the fish eagle's loud cry still echoed throughout the sky. Each swoop down to the water, each pair of wings spread high in the sky, affirmed its inviolable position. Not only is it the ruler of the sky, the African fish eagle is also a symbol of freedom, strength, and life in this delta region. The Okavango landscape has never been a single color. This is a place where all creatures, big and small, are forced to fight for survival. Amidst the vast grasslands of the Okavango, black and white streaks swaying in the midday sun, there are herds of zebras leisurely grazing. Their unique striped fur is not only an identification mark, but also a perfect camouflage, making it difficult for predators to distinguish individual animals when the herd moves. Zebras live in large herds, sometimes up to hundreds, led by a male leader. They bond with each other through loud neighing and intimate rubbing, creating a tight solidarity within the group. The main diet is weeds and low shrubs, but zebras are an important link in the Okavango ecosystem, keeping the grasslands constantly regenerated. When the dry season comes, the herd is forced to migrate hundreds of kilometers to find new water, and that is when the greatest danger comes. Late afternoon on the Okavango grasslands, the red sunlight spreads out, hiding the silhouettes moving silently in the tall grass. A group of lionesses lie down, their eyes locked on the herd of zebras that are busy grazing. They patiently, slowly approaching without making a sound. The zebras are still leisurely, occasionally raising their heads in alertness, but then lowering their heads to graze, completely unaware of the approaching death. Then the fateful moment comes. The lions rush out together. In an instant, the distance is erased. The thunderous pounce sends both bodies tumbling into the dusty grass. A panicked neighing rings out, then quickly falls into silence. The rest of the herd has escaped far away, but behind them, the song of survival has been decided. In the harsh world of Okavango, the strong always win, and life and death are just a step away. In the harsh journey of Okavango, zebras are not only familiar prey for predators, but also a symbol of resilience and solidarity. Every migratory step, every unique stripe on their bodies is proof of the endless cycle of survival. Although danger lurks everywhere, the zebra herd still perseveres, to continue weaving vivid colors on the majestic picture of wild Africa. Okavango is an oasis of life in the heart of the arid desert, where beauty and cruelty blend together. Here, No one is invincible. Only species that know how to adapt can continue to exist and write an endless epic of survival. Do you think hippos deserve to be the master of the underwater species? Leave your comments below the video. If you love the life and death confrontations of animals in harsh places, press the bell and subscribe to follow the next series.